When I was a kid, there was always this bear that was on television. It wasn't Yogi and it wasn't Winnie the Pooh. It was Smokey the Bear. And Smokey the Bear had one message that he would preach all the time. It was, only you can prevent forest fires. Something interesting about Smokey the Bear is that he is the longest running advertising campaign in the history of the United States. He started somewhere around 1944, and he has constantly been pushing us to be careful whenever we're outside camping. Now, I don't go camping a lot, and I don't make a lot of campfires, but I know one thing for sure. If you don't have any wood, you're not gonna have a fire. And that's what I wanna talk to you today about the fact that you need fuel in order to have a fire. Proverbs 26:20 says this, for lack of wood, the fire goes out, and where there is no whispering, the quarreling ceases. So here's the wisdom that you need for today. Only you can prevent quarreling fire. Only you can stop the quarrel. Only you can stop the fight. Think about this. Whenever you're getting into an argument with somebody and you have to have the last word, what you're doing is you're adding fuel to that fire. You're adding fuel to that quarrel or that argument. And the more that you say something, the bigger and bigger and bigger that fight gets. And what Proverbs is trying to teach is that whenever you are wise, you know to hold your tongue, you know to stop throwing fuel on that fire. When my kids are arguing with each other, it's always just a little bit, well, he did this, so I did this. So he did this, so I did this. Or so she did this, so I did this. And what I want to tell them is, if you would just stop, 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 then the fight would stop. It doesn't mean that you won or lost the fight, but there would no longer be a fight. It's just like that fire. If you don't have fuel for the fire, then the fire will go out. And if you don't have fuel for the fight, then the quarreling and the arguing and the fighting will stop. Since the greatest commandment is love God with everything that we have and love others just like we love ourselves, then whenever we look at this proverb, we understand that the only way that we can do that is by being unselfish and by loving God and loving our neighbor in a way that we don't just keep adding fuel to the fire. Now, fires are good, fires are important. You can make s'mores, you can have hot dogs on a fire, they warm you up, but quarreling and fighting, that's not good. So here's what you need to do. Next time you are in the middle of a fight, think of the way that you can stop adding fuel to that fire. And hopefully that will help you understand how to be wise. If you really want to be wise, I suggest that you continue watching my Wednesday Wisdom playlist. I'm going to link it right here. I want to see you in the next video. See you there.